So we are really digging in deep now to set a firm timeline, narrowing down what our proposals are going to be, figuring out what is the cost going to be, what does the implementation look like, really what can we achieve as a group of 10 people.
We wrapped up the semester giving some brief presentations, and we were all becoming experts at housing or community development, something along those lines. And from there, we moved into the winter break where we all just did a different experiential project.
They each took on particular areas of interest that they had. They saw what is the evidence in this area, what is the problem. Many of them had never researched poverty before and didn't understand what are the causes, what are the good initiatives that are out there. So they were really starting from scratch.
I focused mainly on criminal justice and apprenticeships.
So I've been working on community development, and that's kind of morphed into how to coordinate resources within a community in order to help alleviate poverty.
And then jumped straight into winter break when we did our experiential learning.
The purpose of the experiential learning project was that our team would experience what poverty is like on the ground.
The experiential piece is sort of why I chose this PRP.
So it was really eye-opening. I guess it gave me more of a personal connection to the area, to see the people that live there, to see who they are and where they come from.
I really spent time researching the intersection between criminal justice and poverty, which has been really interesting and led me to explore some programs over the break out in East Texas as well as Giddings.
I decided to take the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program Challenge. You have a food stamps budget for 5 days and you have to survive on that.
I just gave up the car for a few days and used exclusively public transportation to do things like grocery shop or take my kid to school.
I also used public transportation, but I went back home, so Amarillo. It only has 7 routes and it's a far less efficient system than Austin's.
I was back home in India looking into poverty in a small slum that's next to my town and how a non-profit organization is helping children deal with that.
My personal experience was volunteering for Blackland Community Development Corporation, which is a small nonprofit in East Austin.
The over the break experience really just made my PRP that much more personal. Made me able to refocus exactly what kinds of effects our initiatives and proposals can have.
So we're kind of finishing up our kind of outlines of our policy proposals now, and we're getting ready to put it into report form. 8-page documents that are split up into the different categories. We've developed our policies in evidence of what's worked and what's not working, what our proposals are with a couple of bold ideas in each one, and then considerations for cost and the intended effects of the programs.
It's a lot of research and drafting and brainstorming with each other.
Putting together our proposal and gearing up for our presentation. It's set for April 28th.
So on the 28th, the students are going to reveal their bold initiatives that they've been developing all year. They're going to do it at the state capitol and hopefully have an audience of folks who will be interested and actually want to take action on some of these initiatives.
We're going to be working on how to disseminate this information as effectively as possible, ideally to policymakers higher up than us.
I think we've come a long way in our research and I'm confident that we'll have a great proposal when we get there.
Yeah, I think we can do it. It's crunch time though.